Did it all fall over? Oh, damn. You can move it up more. Huh?
Being too cold.
Oh, shit.
Damn, we dumb. I think it is too cold, too. There we go. I couldn't see when I was backing up. I was like, fuck, I can't see. No fucking light.
Oh, shit. Good morning, guys. To start today's video, we just got us some breakfast at Quick Star once again. I just grabbed the waffle sausage egg muffin thing. It's pretty fire, it's pretty sweet, and it just hit all the right spots for a breakfast sandwich. So I picked up 3 of those for Gina because she's been craving it ever since we went on our last trip. So got her some of that. Quick Star is like down the street from my house, so if she wants it, I can just go down the street, pick it up for her, and get her some breakfast. So right now it is 9 something. I think it's like 9:30 or 9:20. Roads are okay-ish. There's a lot of snow plows out right now. There are salting the roads. We should only see 3 to 6 inches of snow, which is not too bad. And the snow should stop around noon. If the snow stops around noon, there should be a lot more people on the roads, and you know, the roads should clear up for basically the rest of the day, and it shouldn't snow again tonight. It should only be right now and until noon, but we're just gonna keep a lookout for the weather, and hopefully it doesn't snow all day. If it doesn't snow all day, we are good. If it snows from now till, you know, 4 o'clock, will be good, as long as it's not snowing between 8 till like 1 a.m. Especially for us coming home, because driving through the snow, you really can't see anything. So definitely sucks driving in the snow at night, but driving through the day is not too bad. Most of the time snow plows are out doing their job, clearing out the roads and stuff like that. And last time when we drove back at night, there were snow plows you know, making their rounds on the highway and stuff like that, salting the roads, plowing everything. So right now they're plowing everything. I can see it right now. They just need to throw down some more salt for sure, let that eat up, and just have people, you know, keep driving on the roads and, you know, try to clear up the snow. I mean, the snow should stop in a few hours, but we gonna see. All right, guys, just to catch you guys up right now, since I just got back home, we are gonna go pick up a car at noon. It is 9 a.m. right now, and we're gonna wait out this snow, and hopefully by 12 o'clock it should stop snowing. The plow should be out right now. They are pretty much out right now. They're doing their job, plowing the street, plowing the roads, putting salt down, stuff like that. So if the snow stops around noon, we should be okay. There's gonna be certain parts in Iowa where we're at that's gonna be snowing till, they said snow winter advisory till freaking Saturday night, or tonight at 10 p.m, which is crazy to me, because when you look at the weather, it said that it was only gonna snow until 12. And now they're saying that it's going to snow all day. But if it snows all day, it's only going to be 3 to 6 inches. So, like, what the fuck are they, like, what is going on? So, I'm not exactly sure how much snow is going to come down. We're hoping that it stays at 3 to 6 inches. If it stays at 3 to 6 inches, that means hot trucks could keep doing the rounds, and it'll keep the snow not as high, and it should be pretty low. It's still going to be slippery, but they're going to be putting salt down, and hopefully make the roads a lot clearer throughout the day. So I'm not too sure what's going on with that, but that's what's going on right now. But we are picking up a car. We're going to be going to Minnesota, which is 3 hours away, at noon. We should get there around between 3 or 4 o'clock. And then we'll have 4 hours to fuck around, to do whatever we want until the guy gets off work. Once he gets off work, we'll shoot around his way of area where he lives. Then we're going to go pick up the car. And then we're just gonna come straight back. You guys are probably wondering what kind of car it is. I'm gonna post the pictures here. I hope you guys see it. A shit ton of pictures. It's a really clean EG coupe EX. So I didn't know what model this EG Coupe was until I was talking to a couple people, and they're telling me what was the model and what it has. But it has full power windows, power mirrors, and a sunroof, and it has full interior, and it has fully adjustable coilover, so I can adjust it with dampening. It has LCAs, as a 3-inch exhaust all the way back, full bolt-on. Better part of this car, whole motor is fully built. It has piston, rod, sleeve, bored over to a 2.0. So this is a 2.0 motor that's bored over. It has a ram horn manifold. Turbo is a 6266 precision ball bearing turbo. 3-inch intercooler piping, Mishimoto intercooler, Victor Rex intake manifold. This motor is the whole 9 yards, and I don't have to tell you guys how much horsepower it makes. You guys could type that stuff in and figure out how much power it makes. But for all that stuff done to the car, fully built motor, super clean shell, and super clean interior, and the power it makes, and for the price that I'm getting it for, I think it's a really good deal. I mean, considering that it's an older Honda as well, seeing these EG Coupes clean like this is super rare nowadays. I mean, you can look at the market, you can look for EG Coupes. You'll never find a really clean EG Coupe. Most of the time they'll have rust on the quarters, and they're not really a sought after car, which I like, because that means if it is sought after for, they'll be willing to pay how much these cars are going for, because nobody knows, or it's not a really popular chassis. And if somebody is really looking for this chassis, then they're be willing to pay for this chassis for whatever price that is out there. But yeah, I'm super excited. Like I said, fully built motor, fully interior, has full interiors, completely stock on the outside. It's a super sleeper build. It has a traction bar in the front, it has Gator axles. Transmission's been built as well. It has a M factory first gear, so it's a longer first gear. It has an M factory LSD, and we also got a twin disc that's in the car. So this car is pretty legit, fully built trans, or not fully built trans, but a built trans. Well done, brand name stuff that's been done to the motor. I mean, if you guys want to go to the nitty gritty, CP pistons, mainly turbo rods, it's Skunk 2 Pro 1 cams, Ferrera head package. Basically, it has a lot of stuff done to it. This will be my high horsepower Honda, my very first one, and I'm super excited, man. I mean, it's gonna be a really, really fast car. The thing is that now that we know that how fast it is, we got to figure out how to get the tires to hook on the streets. So, and we got to make sure that we get the clutch pedal stopper before we be running through twin disc. And twin disc is not really cheap. They're running around like $1,500 a box. So, something to look after and something to be careful. But I will be driving the shit out of this car because it looks like a stock Civic on the road. Sheesh. Vlog update. It's dark now. We are in Minnesota. We went to Bonchon for lunch. Then we found this dope ass arcade place. Oh, we also went to the mall to just check it out. But we are on the way to go pick up the car. Yeah. Let's get it. Hello, Foggy.
Yeah, fucking hot breath.
Good morning, guys. It is 8 a.m. right now. We just got back into town at 2 a.m. Earlier this morning. I went straight to bed when I came home, but I did want to do a quick walk around video for you guys, give you guys a quick look of the new project car and what's the plans for it. But overall, the car is super clean. Like I said, it did come from Florida and made its way into Iowa. Just a little nicks in here on the hood, but this car is really old. Little nicks here and there on the bumper as well. Same thing with the front and rear. But other than that, everything else on this car is solid. I mean, there is no speck of rust, no speck of anything. Definitely can tell it's a Florida car. Quarters are looking really clean. Everything underneath of this vehicle has been undercoated, and show you guys a quick underneath look as well. There you go. Everything underneath is really clean. It has a full 3-inch exhaust. It has fully adjustable coilovers with dampening. Didn't really have a chance to drive it in Minnesota, but just overall, just starting the car, moving the car around, it does sound really healthy. I believe the car's still unlocked right now, but give you guys a quick look inside. It has SI seats. Interior is completely stock, so you guys can see this. Got rear seats, but overall, the car is super clean. It does have some random floor mats in here, so I think what we're gonna do is trying to find a source to get some OEM floor mats. Then first thing, of course, is get some Broadway mirrors in here. But it does have a sunroof. Both windows work. You know, has a a pretty jank stereo, so we're gonna swap that out. But other than that, everything inside this car is completely stock and really nice, all put together. Nothing is missing in here, which is really sick. So overall, this car is really clean, and I'm glad that I got it, because when I see it in pictures, it was super clean, but seeing it in person, you know, it looks exactly the same. So, but I'm gonna go inside real quick. We're gonna get into my computer setup, and we're gonna talk more. And yeah, it's fucking cold outside. We are unloading her, letting Brandon do it. It's like a film. Hopefully he doesn't kill it. Let's see. Mind you guys, it's like fucking 0 degrees. Oh my god, it died. Battery dead. You want to just roll it back? What's up, guys? So I'm currently editing the video right now, but just want to give you guys a talk about Coupe, tell you guys all the details and the reasons why I got it. So basically, I was on the Facebook market pretty much this whole month, and you know, after the whole Evil 5 deal, I went back to looking Hondas, and it's super hard to find a Honda, and it's really hard to find a fully built that is, you know, up to this tier with the car that I currently have. Basically, it's a fully built GSR. Is bored over to a 2-liter. If you guys didn't know, GSRs are 1.8 liter, I believe. So it's been bored to a 2-liter. Has 84 millimeter pistons. It's a sleeve block, EP pistons, turbo manly rods. The head's been built as well. It's a fully built. It has a Ferrera head package, has a Skunk 2 Pro 1 cams, and then you know the little bolt-on stuff in the turbo kit setup with the ram horn, 6266 turbo. I believe is a journal turbo, not a ball bearing. It's not really spinning, or usually you can hear the ball bearing spin when the car turns on, but this one doesn't really make that noise. So I'm thinking it's a journal turbo. And then pretty much 3-inch full exhaust from there. Has D2 coilovers, has brand new brake pads and rotors. It also has the spare tire in the trunk. The whole interior is complete. Nothing's been removed in the interior. Everything's pretty much stock on the inside. Um, what else? AEM gauges for, I believe it's boost, oil, and something. Boost, oil, and AFR. I think those are the three gauges. I didn't really take a look at it. It's like I said, it's way too cold to be messing around with the car right now. Bear with me on some of the stuff that I tell y'all, but I'm pretty sure it's boost, air fuel ratio, and oil pressure for those gauges. And then that's basically it. Other like the car is pretty much stock. It does have some wheels. The front has some slicks, 225 50 15 slicks. Then the rear is just 205, 45, 15. That's pretty much it. I mean, everything underneath the cars, has been undercoated. It looks really clean underneath. It has the full interior, which I really like. Is just the plans now after looking over the cars to figure out the fuel setup. Once we figure out the fuel setup, we're gonna take it back to the dyno, get it retuned for Iowa, because the altitude is gonna be a lot different than Florida. And also in Florida, horsepower numbers are gonna be way higher than it is here in town. And just to make sure that the car is safe to step on it or even to just drive it. It should be okay in the summer to drive it. I'm still on the Florida tune. I just have to make sure that it's warm out. But other than that, the best thing to do is get it retuned, get a new ECU to get S300, because this car has been tuned on a chip ECU, which is crazy to think of. I'm surprised people are still tuning on chip, but that's gonna be the very first thing that we do is to get a new ECU, get S300, get the car retuned for Iowa in our state, and then get it really dialed in to drive it around safely, and especially fix this E85 issue where it hates cold starts. So definitely super hype on that. Another thing is get the battery charged. I'm hoping that if I charge it, it should be okay. If it's not okay, then we'll just get another battery. And then other than that, we're just gonna do a complete restore. Plan on doing some OEM parts like OEM floor mats. I have that on my wish list right now is OEM floor mats. I do want to get new seats. I do want to have. Oh, really want to get Type R seats, like Integra Type R seats into this coupe. If I can't find those, then maybe a set of black Recaros. I think that's another good seat option as well. But we're gonna try to keep it as OEM as possible, like seat wise. Another thing I really want to change out is the steering wheel. It has some NRG steering wheel that's hella old and I don't like it personally. I would rather have a Momo steering wheel, so we're gonna swap that out and find a Momo steering wheel. Then the shift boot needs to be replaced. It's definitely been in 90. It's a 94 shift boot. It looks super old. We're gonna change that out with a black and red Type R shift boot. And then the next thing on the list is to get the JDM, or just to get the OEM armrest, which comes with the cup holder. So it'll be an actual armrest, and it'll have a cup holder inside of the armrest. I think that'll be hella convenient, and that's pretty much it. I mean, for the price I got for the car and how far I had to travel, it's a really good deal in my eyes. And like I said, the plan for this car is to do a restore build, get it retuned, make some more power of how much it's making right now, and just enjoy it. Then maybe put it back up on the market in the future after I do the restore, or I might just keep it forever, because it's just such a sick build, such a sick motor. Finding these motors or having people selling these cars with these motors, being fully built is super hard to find. It's super hard to run into. So I'm super excited. But this car season is gonna be lit. Yeah, man. It's such a dope car. Like I could just let it idle and I could just sit there and listen to it all day. That baby chop is insane, and super excited to start driving it around in the summer. Definitely gonna be my daily since it's a street car, has full exhaust, full interior, and shouldn't have any issues, cruising around. Because it seems like the tune or the turbo doesn't really spool until higher RPM. So I'm super excited to really start driving this thing around once spring hits. Once it gets a little bit more warm outside. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. Just want to give you guys a full detail of this coupe. A lot of little details that were in the description that made me lean towards this car a lot. And considering that it's not that far from us, definitely one of the cleanest EG coupes in town for sure. And we'll see on the fast part, but if we can't lay power down, then I don't think it's gonna be fast, but it'll make a lot of cool noises. But this thing is definitely gonna be a restore project. Just a lot of little things that I want to change out for sure, especially on the interior wise. And then we're definitely gonna be focusing on the engine bay wise as well. Like a new valve cover. We also got to figure out a new oil catch can setup. I would like to do a manual catch can setup, which I mean by that is there's a lot of people that has a oil catch can that's like in the engine bay, right? And you could usually, stick your arm underneath the bumper or whatever and loosen out the oil catch can to like clean out all the oil or all the blow by. But I seen another on Instagram. I seen somebody do a setup where they just ran AN fittings along through the car and have the oil catch can set up in the rear. And if they need to clean it out or drain it, they could just drain it from the rear, like kind of sort of by the exhaust. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for that yet, but I think I'm gonna do the rerouting it all the way to the back to the rear of the car. If I like right by the like the rear subframe area, have it mounted there, and if I need to drain that oil or the blow by oil or the oil catch can, I'm able to just go to the rear end of the car, loosen the like a bolt or whatever on the oil catch can, and just have that drain out, and so that it's never full, or and make sure that's good to go. So definitely gonna be doing a lot of little things here and there. Definitely gonna have content now since I have this car. So I'm super excited for you guys to follow along the journey. We're gonna be doing a OEM rebuild ish on this, but this car is gonna be a sweet hot rod once we get it back onto the dyno and get it dialed in for our air. But hopefully you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.